see who Mountain Crest plays at quarterback now. Pretty good return as Fuller gets it up to about the 25-yard line, and that's where Mountain Crest will start. And we're looking to see who the quarterback is. And it looks like it's going to be Hall. Here's Webb's first pass, and it sails on him right to Johnny Luke.
Who's got to get over the outstretched arms of Chase Nelson, and that's great coverage. It's impossible to get that ball in. Just floats on him, and Johnny Luke doesn't miss those balls.
No, I was teasing Johnny Luke before the game and asking if he sent a thank you card to Skyview's quarterback last week for one of those picks. Now Hall's in at quarterback. Mountain Crest bunches things up with the receivers on the far side. Hall trying to turn it up and loses 2 yards.
Pututau on the wide receiver has a good seal block there, but it no avail. Eddie Hall gets brought down from the interior lineman.
Well, we talked about the Logan defense.
Yeah, they're very fast and very young.
So again, another tight formation. See if they try to get Hall to the wide side of the field and seal off this end. And he does roll this way. He's got Pututau running down the middle free. Pututau has to come back, and Hall can't get it there. We saw that earlier in the season where Hall not able to get the ball all the way downfield on a long play, and Pututau was running free, and if he hits him in stride, it's 6.
You're right, he found that seam right up the middle of the defensive Logan. Eddie Hall just can't plant his foot and throw that ball because he's on the run. He's got the option to pass or run it on this play, and he's throwing off that back foot and never really gets his front foot into it. He comes up about 5 yards short.
He had time to set his feet.
Yep.
And he didn't do it. And that's part of that, gets in your head. That little clock starts ticking louder. 3rd down and 12. They roll Hall again. Looking back the other way, and he's in deep trouble. And he just throws it away.
Well, you live to fight another day if you're Eddie Hall and you know you're losing 15 yards to take this sack. So he turns around and throws it out of bounds, and that's a smart play. Gives him a chance to punt it away and hopefully flip field position, let their defense get a shot at stopping Logan on this next possession. When he's running the wrong direction in a hurry and smartly turns around and throws that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, he keeps the play alive. He and DJ Nelson both do well at that. Both quarterbacks here do well at that. So Mountain Crest, the turnover on their first possession. Now they're going to be kicking it away on their second after a 3 and out. This punt out of bounds. Looks like it may have gone into the Logan side of the field about the 49, and that's where it'll be spotted. So Logan offense back on the field, already enjoying a 7-0 lead. There's a flag back about 3 yards downfield from the line of scrimmage. See if it's hold on Logan or somebody downfield early from Mountain Crest. Still waiting for the signal here. Personal foul on Logan. And so it's after the change of possession. And so that'll back him up from the 49 back to the 34. The Mountain Crest defense is huddling way back about the 20-yard line. They're having a few words with each other about what they're going to do.
Well, now's the time to get your stuff together. You just got to break there by picking up that personal foul against Logan and pushing them back. You need every yard you can get against this Logan offense.
Yeah, the best defense against this offense is to keep them off the field. And Mountain Crest hasn't succeeded in doing that yet. And turnovers are huge in a game like this. Huge in any game, really. Magnified in a game.
Magnified in a rivalry game against these teams who have been so competitive over the years.
Nelson looks to the sideline, has his man. And running free down there is Artist. Artist has 16 yards and a first down.
That's Bo's 20th reception of the season, and DJ Nelson has a lot of time to step in and fire this ball, and credit Artist with getting some good yardage after the catch. Stops on a dime, ditches the defender, and gets upfield for another about 7 or 8 yards.
Mountain Crest are showing a 3-man front, looking like they're showing like a 3-5 type of look. Logan in the spread, and they're bringing 3 backers, so they're bringing 6, and this one out of the hands of Nelson, and that's a fumble. Mountain Crest says they haven't. They're calling it incomplete pass. Oh, that's one they'll talk about for a long time because Nelson started to throw it and it slipped out of his hand.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay here and see if his arm is going forward. It is, but you got to see when the ball comes out.
Ooh, I think that might be the right call.
Yeah, that's pretty close, and the referee's right on it.
He took a minute to decide what he was going to call, but I think looking at it, that his arm was coming forward when that thing came out.
Wet, cold conditions make for a slippery pigskin.
Nelson isn't a big kid. His hands probably aren't big old slabs of meat.
No.
5 wide receivers. And Nelson back again. Here comes pressure. Nelson gets away for a minute, but not for long, and down he goes. Finally hauled down by Kyle Christiansen, the sophomore.
It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Number 51, Kyle Christiansen. You saw him there with his hat off at the end of the play, but he's looking for dinner.
And that's what he eats, his quarterbacks. 3rd and long for Logan. Again, no one back to help Nelson. 4-man rush, and he's got a first down. There were 3 guys around the receiver out there, and they were all about 20 yards downfield and just gave him all sorts of room.
That is a fantastic route that Thompson runs. He goes right to the sticks and a little beyond, and he knows that ball's coming. The ball is delivered before he even turns around.
So Nelson running it again. This time he picks up only about a yard. Schmidt, a huge part of that game plan last week. We've yet to see him touch the ball this week.
He's going to line up wide left.
Anderson, Schmidt, and Artist to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side for Logan. On 2nd down and 9. Nelson, just the quick stop pattern to Thompson. Thompson picks up 11. They're worried so much about the deep ball that they're playing them so deep that they're just stopping their pattern short.
Well, that's you like to see out of your receiver. He turns and takes the contact and drives through it. Not just trying to get it out of bounds, but trying to pick up the extra yardage, which Thompson does.
Nelson going to keep this. He fakes the pitch, slips out of a bunch of tackles, and gets down inside the 10-yard line. And it's a gain of about 14 for DJ Nelson.
It's going to bring up 1st down and goal now for Logan. Again, DJ keeping his head on a swivel and takes a look at a lot of defenders trying to bring him down.
1st and goal, and the Grizzlies taking a look at the Mountain Crest defense. And a lot of signals coming from the Mountain Crest sideline for that defense. Here comes the blitz. Nelson unloads, finds his man. It's a gain of about 4 down there to Brady. So 2nd and goal down to the 4-yard line. Again, Logan going with that empty backfield. Schmidt split out wide to this near side.
Brady picks up about 4 yards on that. That's a little below his yards per catch this season. He's over 20 yards per catch.
Schmidt in motion, motions to the backfield, and they pitch back to him. He's looking for the edge, and he runs hard, but he only picks up a yard.
Well, that's a real tough play to call right there in that situation because they're running that to the short side of the field. The defense doesn't have that much ground to cover in that assignment football. As strong and as fast as Schmidt is, there's still the sideline to deal with, plus 4 defenders.
There's Keegan Mitten, number 44, you saw there. He's battled injuries all year, 3rd and goal from 3. And Mitten out there playing tonight. Nelson's going to keep it. Nelson works his way toward the goal line, and it looks like he's short because he had the ball down at his hip, and the backside official from the backside calls the touchdown, and the near side official does not. And the Mountain Crest sideline didn't like that either.
No, and it looks like DJ Nelson has taken that step just a little bit early before the snap, so he gets ahead of steam. Take a look and see if we can see where he lands. That ball is being held up.
Oh, he got it across. Yep. Looks like he got it across. The kick's up, and it's good. 14-0 Logan with the early lead on Mountain Crest.
When you find yourself in the middle of a disaster, you should call someone you trust. At ARS, we've helped thousands of people put their homes and their lives back together.
ARS has the expertise to come in there and tell you what your situation is. I just always felt confident that I could call the owner of ARS and they would determine the best route to take. I could always trust what they said.
Whether you've had a fire, a flood, storm damage, mold, or just dirty carpets, ARS has got you covered. Call ARS when you need us the most.
14-0 with 5:27 to play in the first period. Logan on top of Mountain Crest. So that one a little bit longer, 66-yard drive versus 3 yards for their first touchdown. And so the Mountain Crest offense back on the field for the 3rd time, and they're looking for some positive yards.
Well, they've got to do something to keep the Logan offense off the field, give their defense a break, and get back into this game now down 14-0 with 5:27 to go in the first quarter.
Now the far side official, here's what he saw. He saw that ball stretch out because that's where he stretched it, was for that far side official could see that. The near side one was shielded from it. So good job by the guys in stripes. Hall has a back with him in the backfield. Hall's got time, throws underneath to Carlson. Carlson up to about the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a good play call. You got to take what the defense will give you, and Carlson finds that little spot in the defensive backfield of Logan and just sits down and waits for the pass to be delivered.
Mountain Crest hurries. Hall, as they just try to pile through there, and if they move the ball, you can give him a yard, but he didn't pick up a whole yard, but they moved the stick enough that officially he gets one. And
he got stood up.
Mountain Crest right now, 8 plays. This is their 9th, and they have 7 yards. Mountain Crest 0 for 2 on 3rd down. Mountain Crest looking like they want to power it again. They're going to do it with Carlson. Carlson's got the hole off tackle, and he picks up pretty good yardage. In fact, 7 yards for Carlson and a first down, and the Mustangs needed that.
They needed it, and you can hear the sideline celebrate the victory that they picked up a first down, their first 3rd down conversion of the night. Carlson runs really hard. Notice he's got that ball. He's got 3 points of contact, which is important. He's got the hand, the chest, and the forearm as well.
Putu Tau to the near side, and Carlson in the backfield, and another receiver to the far side. Logan offsides.
Yep.
Chase and Anderson just stepped 1 step too far. And the penalty goes against Logan. First penalty of the game? No.
Second personal foul.
Second, both on Logan.
Jason Anderson excited to get in that backfield, get another tackle. He's got 60 tackles on the season and 1 sack.